What's going on, guys, and welcome to a brand new video. So with everything that's been going on in the current world, I thought that would be a perfect opportunity to make a video. And what better way to make a video than with this beautiful little ragdoll cat. So Elsa has now been with us since last February. So she's been with us now for 13 months, and she was actually born on December the 3rd, 2018. So she is over 1 year old now. So she is still officially a kitten. She's still a kitten, because apparently ragdoll cats don't reach full maturity until the age of 2 to 3. So she's still a kitten, which just boggles my mind, because in my opinion she's pretty big. So she's going to continue to grow for at least another year, maybe a little bit longer. So I thought good video to make would be a 1 year update, even though it's slightly more than a year. So this is Elsa. She is incredibly friendly. She's beautiful. She's got beautiful blue eyes, and she's a bit like, her pupils are actually usually a lot thinner than what they are now, but because she's a bit curious about what's going on, they have started to expand a little bit. So yeah, that's also an interesting fact, is when they're curious or when they are scared or anxious or anything like that, then their pupils start to go bigger, and eventually her whole eye will expand and will become black. So Elsa is a seal-mitted mink ragdoll cat. What's going on with your ears there? You scared? Don't be scared. She's a seal-mitted mink ragdoll cat. So she doesn't look like the standard ragdolls that you might see, which are sort of like a lot lighter and things like that. She's a lot darker. She's more of like a chocolatey sort of colour, really. I'm sorry, she's molting a lot. So hair's going everywhere. So she's seal-mitted mink ragdoll cat. So she's got her little mitts here. She's absolutely beautiful, but her actual like belly is white. Yeah. And we gave her a bath yesterday. I gave her a bath yesterday, just because she had been to the toilet and she got some things stuck to her. So I gave her a bath and it went really well. We've given her a couple of baths since we've had her, and they've not gone so well. So what I did was, instead of putting her in the sink this time round, I put her in the bath, and I've just filled the bath really shallow with warm water, lukewarm water, and she actually really enjoyed that part. And then what I did is I got the shower head and I put it on a really light stream and put it really lukewarm, and just put it over her, and she looked like she was having a really good time up until it was taking a little bit too long for her, and then she didn't like that. But actually over time she's now starting to like baths. So, but I won't give it to her too often. I won't put her in a bath too often, but it just we just needed to put her in a bath yesterday. Other things is we made a lot of mistakes when we first got her. So originally we just gave her the 1 litre tray, and then we took it up to 2 litre trays, because the guidance and advice is that you usually have 1 litre tray plus the cat that you've got. So usually if you have one cat, then you should have 2 litre trays. That's what they say, and that's what we decided to follow, because what we realised is that she was going to the toilet outside of her litter tray. So as if she had done a poop in her litter tray, she was actually urinating outside of her litter tray. So we thought, right, we need to do something about this, and we actually got her another litter tray, and she was fine using that. Then I had a smart idea to use litter bags in the litter tray. So every time I would clean out the litter tray, I would then put a bag into it and put her cat litter onto it, and that would work for a few days. But eventually she started urinating outside of the litter tray again. I then did some research, and what I found out is that these bags are just good for if people are lazy, if the owners are lazy. Okay, and so, because what actually happens is that stale urine, and if you haven't cleaned the litter tray properly, then poo can get stuck to these bags, and it can become incredibly smelly for your cat to use. So that is often why they decide that they're going to urinate outside of the litter box. So I got rid of those litter tray bags and just started putting litter down into the tray by itself, and we haven't had that problem ever since. And so what I'm saying is that every day is going to be a learning curve. You're going to have to try different things, you're going to make mistakes, you're going to get things right, but you have to continue to learn and develop and grow together. And Elsa has been a pleasure to have ever since. That was the only annoyance that I had, was that she was urinating outside of the litter tray box, and I couldn't understand why. And guess what? It was my fault why she was doing those things, not hers. She was just reacting to something she didn't like, weren't you, baby? Yeah. So next up, when we first got her, she was so small. She was so small, and now she's really, really long. So look at that. And she's still a kitten. She's still a kitten, aren't you? She's still a kitten. Oh, her tail's wagging. Interesting fact here, guys, is that if cats wag their tails, it doesn't mean that they're happy. It actually means that they're getting incredibly annoyed. Yeah. So she's now got really, really long, and she is heavy. One of the things, one of the issues that we had when she was, when we first got her, was that she wasn't putting on weight. She wasn't putting on weight, and now she's put on a lot of weight, and she's an incredibly healthy little cat. Saying that, she's due her vaccinations by the 7th of April, so I need to get that done. One of the things, as I mentioned earlier, is that she's shedding loads of fur. She's shedding loads of fur, but potentially it could be because she's getting her summer coat coming through. That's what I'm hoping, and that's what I'm reading. So she's shedding a lot of fur. Now, a lot of people say, specialists have said, that ragdolls don't usually shed their fur. Well, they're wrong. They absolutely do. She's very curious about what's going on out there. She loves to sit up on the windowsill there to watch the world going by and see what birds she can see and things like that. So I'm stopping her from doing that. I'm sorry. But one of the things that I love about her is that she's so playful. She's so friendly. And if she's done something wrong, okay, she does do things wrong. You know, she's not a little angel all the time. If she's done something wrong, if we raise our voice at her, she goes incredibly timid, and she becomes just like a small child. If they're feeling scared or whatever, they'll become quite reserved and go into their shell a little bit. Like her ears will go down, and she'll just curl up into a little ball, and that makes me really sad. That makes me really sad. So then I need to use a soft voice and things like that. And so it's just great to see how she's evolved from being this tiny, tiny little kitten into this big girl kitten. Another interesting fact is that ragdolls literally are ragdolls. They're known as floppy cats. They are incredibly floppy. They do love to be held. They do love to be played with, and they are they're great in terms of social interaction. When she was a kitten, when she was a small kitten, when we first got her, she wasn't really doing she wasn't being very, very sociable. Like, she'd come, she'd say hello, and then she'd take herself off. But now she comes and says hello. She sits in the same room as us. At night time, because I've got a toddler, at night time when our toddler's gone to bed, she'll actually come and sit with me and my wife, which was something that she never did before. She'll actually come sit on my lap, or she'll go and sit in the chair or whatever, where she never did that when we first got her. Did you? Oh, what's that? Yeah, she never did that before, and that's been only in the last few weeks. So if you have a ragdoll and you feel like they're not being very sociable, it's still potentially early days. Yeah, it's only just happened now, literally within the last 3 weeks, that she's become a lot more sociable. She, whenever we go out though, she does go on to our living room windowsill to watch us. It's almost like she's saying goodbye to us. And then when we come in the front door, she comes down the stairs, meows, and that's almost as if she's greeting us. She's greeting us, and that's really, really great to see. So we're always welcomed home by our little furry friend. She's also got a little obnoxious pink bow tie, and can you see the fur going absolutely everywhere? It's absolutely crazy. Go on, you can go. There she goes. Yeah, so when we first got her, it was an incredibly amazing experience to bring her home, but it was also scary at the same time, because, you know, we had children, but cats are nothing like having children. Yes, they need to be cared for and nurtured and developed and help them grow and things like that, but they're different. Yeah, they do have different needs. So one of the things, cats are incredible, well, especially Elsa, she's incredibly good with routine. So she knows what she wants and when she wants it. So we usually leave a bowl of food out for her and her water throughout the day. And then after I've emptied her litter tray every single night, I put it in a little disposable bag, put it in the bin, close the curtains again, and then she meows at me, okay? She meows at me because she knows that she's about to get a bedtime treat. So I give her a bedtime treat and then she's happy and then she goes to sleep. One of the things that we've had to start doing though is closing the bathroom door, because she literally roams around at night time. Like most cats, she roams around at night time and she starts doing things that she shouldn't do. So she'll climb up on the windowsill, she'll get into the bath, she'll get into the sink, she'll just make a lot of noise in that time, she'll damage things will fall off and break. But she's still learning, yeah, she's still learning. So we have had to start closing that bathroom door, and on the occasions when we don't close that bathroom door, she goes in there and starts doing her thing. But she's great. I absolutely wouldn't change her for the world. She's getting so big now, yeah. And some people may not think that she's so big. Hello. Some people may not think she's so big, but literally I've seen her from being like this small to being this small to being this big to being this big to being like this big now, yeah, when she's fully stretched out. We know she's going to keep getting bigger, and so we're looking forward to seeing how big she actually gets. But we've seen her progress so much, and it's great making this update video just to say, like, it gets better and better. It's like when you do have a child, they're a baby and then they start to grow, they start to develop new things, and Elsa's exactly the same. So it's great having her. And so some people think, you know, I want the perfect ragdoll cat, which is the really light ones with the dark features, but her, we wouldn't change her for the world. We love her chocolatey fur colour. We just love the things that she does, like right now what she's doing. Like most cats, this isn't just, you know, for Elsa. When she's cleaning herself, we love it when she licks her paw and then does that with her face, licks her paw again, does that with her face. She also does, like, once we've handled her, she will then go away and start licking herself. So it's almost as if to say, sorry human, I don't like your scent, I don't like your stench. I need to go groom myself, clean myself now. We do make sure that we groom her most days with the brush, just so her fur doesn't get matted or anything like that. Ragdolls are actually really good because they've got their fur coats don't really get that matted, but we don't want to take any risks in regards to that. So we brush her coat just to avoid her getting like hairballs and things like that. She's had one hairball, and we were walking down the stairs one day and we saw that she'd been sick and there had been a hairball on the floor, but that's the only time that she's ever done that, and that was probably because we hadn't brushed her coat for a number of days. But she is great. She's a little bit needy, but that's what we like. That's what we signed up to when we decided to get her. So guys, let me know in the comments if you have a ragdoll, what you like about them, what you don't like so much about them, because I'm sure there are things that you don't like about them, how old they are, what their name is, and what they like to do. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and you've taken something from it. If you want me to make some more ragdoll cat videos in the future, then please hit that subscribe button, that thumbs up button, and let me know in the comments down below. My name's Nick. Me and my family, we make a variety of different content. We make family vlogs, we do challenges, and we also make like cat videos and stuff like that. So we hope you enjoy our content, and we'll see you in another video. Bye!